says the coordinates should be somewhere in that general direction, Ryan.
Right. Let's go check it out.
You haven't been here in what, 5 years? 4 years?
I don't know if I've been here at all. I don't remember this place too well.
The last time we were here, or at least the last time I was here, you remember that Wendigo I told you about? How Clay killed himself?
Yeah.
This is the general area where that Wendigo convinced Clay to kill himself at.
I see.
Be on high alert, as I mentioned to you on the briefing here. Last thing we want is another trick by rat.
Yeah, indeed. Good thing we took out that physical one when we did. We don't need two hunting us.
Yeah. Little bastard killed my sister. Let's see. That's weird.
What we got?
The coordinates aren't the same as they were before.
That's a problem.
Come on.
It's a stick.
Correction. It's one of the sticks Powell used when he attacked me here.
Not many people come through here, huh? That stick's still laying there.
Apparently not. Remember, we couldn't actually reach Powell's grave the last time we were here. You've never actually been in this area. And unfortunately, I have my concerns that possibly...
Just a bird.
What?
Nothing. Saw some movement over there. It's just a bird.
Right. 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 So Ryan,
Yeah.
it's been a while since we've been out here, yeah?
Indeed.
Tell me, what did you all learn at that little camp that you went to?
Teach you a lot.
Do they?
Yeah.
Such as?
Before anything else, I remember that. That tree there.
You have a point. 4 years ago? 5 years ago? It would have been?
Was it so short ago? Well, anyway, I know where we are now.
Do you?
Bold of you coming back here. But I guess we do what we must.
For vengeance and for cleansing of the world, we must do whatever we can.
Indeed.
Especially ever since the other hunters went missing.
I can't help but get an uneasy feeling. Last time it was just you and I here. Bad things happen.
Perhaps that's exactly what the Wendigo wants. And perhaps that's exactly what the Wendigo will get.
This it?
Split in two.
Rotten to the core.
Almost as though something destroyed it. Any ideas on why that little rat would want us to come here?
I don't know.
Or do you think it was even the same Wendigo?
What's that back there?
What?
It looks like a book of some sort. Blank? What is this? I mean, I hate reading too, but...
Ryan, do you remember 5 months ago,
Yeah.
after we separated ways with Schwartz?
Yeah.
I went to my sister's old grave. I wrote a little message in that book. Not for her, for Rat. As he's the last surviving, at least intelligent Wendigo. I left him a little message.
Alright.
Warning him of the oncoming hunt. Bounty we have for him, if you will.
And now the book's here.
And now the book's here, which means he got the message. And that might explain the sudden disappearances of all of the hunters around here. And the reason why the order that we made is gone.
So who moved the book?
That's a good question.
You have that pretty gem, so is there any other way Rat could have gotten his physical form back?
Powell... I don't know, dude. Powell said that there was only this. And me. And both of which are right here. Which excludes the third. Where's Rat? Because clearly, the coordinates led us in this general area, and it's no coincidence that that damn book is here. So... trying to think. What would Schwartz do in a situation like this?
Schwartz would know if there was something around. We don't. We can't go off of what he would do, as he knows stuff that we don't.
Do you think he'll ever come back?
Maybe. Schwartz is odd like that. He'll often go off and do his own thing. But for right now, either something was here fairly recently, since we got that tip, or is here. I don't like either of those options.
Nor do I. We have an exponential amount of silver, but if Rat's gotten his physical body, from what Schwartz told us, I mean...
it'll be an uphill battle, that's for sure.
it won't be like that physical scum. Never did find out that thing's name. You think Schwartz knew?
Probably.
Look, Ryan, in that little war I had with Powell in the Obsidian Flow, I obtained a certain thing from him I want you to have. It's not silver-lined, but it's something that seemed to serve him pretty well. And it's an artifact that seems to be tied to most Wendigo happenings. It's especially tied to this. I never told you what Powell wanted to do, did I? See, when Powell shot me, it wasn't to try to kill me, it was to try to incapacitate me. He wanted to incapacitate me long enough for Rat to meet up with him, for him to begin a certain ritual of transferring of sorts, whatever he said. Something about Rat entering my form, and in the process of that happening, Rat would be killed. He's most vulnerable in the midst of being transferred into one's body. And when he kills that with this would allow the souls of myself and Rat to be put in here. Clay would then be able to act as a sort of Schwartz, if you will, but without the permanent damage of being a Wendigo. He would have all the power in this, and thus, with him, immortal, unstoppable, almost unkillable.
Well, since you have the gem, why don't you hang on to it?
Because that makes me especially vulnerable. This isn't silver. And that means that a Wendigo such as Rat, especially in physical form, could easily take this off me and transfer himself into my body with this. This is a Wendigo artifact.
Right.
To separate them
Point.
is to make it more of a challenge.
Anything we can do to hinder their process.
Indeed. And not having it on me just makes it all the more challenging for him to ever obtain a physical form back. And without that bumbling scientist and his crazy excerpts.
God, I need to get a proper sheath for this thing. We'll go there
That's
for
not your
now.
fault. Paul should have already had one.
We'll go there for now, but that's going to be an inconvenience should we run into anything.
We'll think of something to do with it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just hide it back at the base, bury it,
Yeah.
get rid of it.
When we get back into a more civilized area, I might pick up a rucksack or something like that. Something to keep my stuff in.
Sure.
Noticed you carry around that little school bag. Might as well get something on my own.
Of course. Ever since our first expedition. There is one more thing I want to inform you of. From all the Wendigos we've killed in the past few months, notice how none of them are nowhere near the threat level of the 3 we've encountered? You might be wondering, 3? I still count Schwartz as a Wendigo.
Half Wendigo.
A Wendigo nonetheless. Which reminds me, Hal mentioned something to me. Something that you might, do well in knowing. Come with me. Crazy, isn't it?
You really don't like that book, do you?
Correction. I don't like the person associated with that book. Thankfully, though, now he's dead. What makes this place so special? Seriously, Ryan. Why does Rat have such a love for this area?
Your guess is as good as mine on that.
I'm trying to think.
But it seems like Wendigos in general like this place. This was the first place you encountered one. All those years ago. Now Rat seems to just keep drawing us back here.
For what?
If you ask me, it's kind of foolish for us to keep coming.
Perhaps.
We should draw him into where we want, not let him drag us around.
And how would we do that? Leave bait? A crystal?
You have that, I have this. We have things that he wants. What does he have that we need?
It's true. But there's been no trace or sightings, reports. You know how many police reports we've been through. The detective doesn't even have anything for us, Ryan. And the detective is the closest person we have in law enforcement to get us these files.
Still, you said that's the only way for him to get back a physical body.
That's what Powell said. I have not been able to find anything else in any native scripture. Though, Algonquin tribe scripture isn't very easy to come across. Something tells me that would have more answers than Blackfeet or Crow or Cherokee, Chippewa.
Knowing Rat, he probably has them all memorized.
Probably. That's what worries me. What if there is another way, another thing that he could do? According to Schwartz, if he gets his body back, he's on the level of strength of him. Sorry, of Rain. And we're no match for Rain.
We can't take Rain on our own. Even the two of us working together.
Or could we?
No. You think Rat is strong? Rain could wipe him out without lifting a finger.
Perhaps.
Rain is
But not
on another
physical.
level.
Not if Rat's at full power. Did Schwartz
Exactly.
not tell you?
He did. Which is why I think it's best to lure him to a place where we have the advantage. Lure him with what we have that he needs. And finish this while he's weak.
I have a few ideas of some locations you might find appealing.
That's good.
Perhaps I'll let you in on them once we go through a few more police reports. Double check to see if any, new findings have popped up.
Right. You see something?
Do not concern yourself with things you cannot grasp, Chad. That thinking is what led you to slaughtering me.
Hey, you doing alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, dude. There's nothing over there.
Keep acting on and clutching that crystal. What's with it?
I don't know, dude. You're right. Just take it.
I will let you have this cumbersome thing back so we can continue to separate them. Get on there, you. You know what? You're going on here. The less I have to deal with you, the better.
Don't let it corrupt you.
It's on a silver-lined blade. I should be fairly protected.
Perhaps. You know, stand guard. I want to have a quick look over there.
Right.
Never be too safe, you know?
Indeed.
Ryan,
What's up?
defensive position. It's a dead animal back here. Fur scattered everywhere. Deep claw marks gouging into it.
When to go?
Fresh. Stay there. Something was back there that's not back there anymore. Dead badger. You know anything that would eat a dead badger and disappear without a trace? Exactly. He knows that he's been found, Ryan. And now it's just a matter of time until he gets a bullet in his skull.
Let's head back to camp. See if anything else has come up.
Take that as a warning shot, rat. The next bullet that's fired from that will be in your skull.
Let's head back. See if anything new has come up.
I agree.
We shouldn't hang around here.
I agree. He has territorial advantage in this area.
Indeed. We'll come up with a plan back at base.
Perhaps there was a reason that he led us here.
You think so?
I think so. Rat's not the smartest, but he is cunning. When he wants to be. Very strange that he never was seen since the lava flows. You think he stayed there? Might just be another. You all good?
They taught me many things at training. There's a soul in here. At least part of one.
What are you talking about?
Someone, or something, has found itself unlucky enough to be trapped within that stone. Did anyone die with that around their neck? Specifically by that blade? Or one similar?
Do you hear that, Chad? You killed the only true friend you had. And for what? For some half-blooded, manipulative mistake of a son? You are truly pathetic, Chad.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Did do. Perhaps that's what he lured us here for. He doesn't want the crystal. He doesn't even know what to do with this thing. He wants the thing that's inside of it.
So what's in there?
A man who died 6 months ago. A man who was killed by a bullet to the head 6 months ago. And a man that seems to have used that blade in the last-ditch effort to seal a deal with this artifact.
How?
Dr. Edward Clay.
I'm going back for that book. You said it was his. It might have something in it that we could use.
Perhaps that's why Rat...
Wait.
Go.
Wait here.
Go.
I'm getting that damn.
You should be asking yourself what you seek, Chad. Is it purification? Justice? Vengeance? You really are just like me. Very good, Chad. At least you're not deaf. Now, pull the trigger! Do it, you bastard! You can see your dear sister yet again. Let the whispers guide you. You cannot escape your past.
Dr. Powell. That really is you in here. Perhaps you'll finally have a use after all. Got it.
If there's anything on that crystal, what Pal did with it.
Take this godforsaken thing back.
Right.
It all makes sense now. when he died, this blade had blood on it. I thought that he might have just, you know, got me at some point in there. I was pretty beat up afterwards, but I guess
He sealed himself.
perhaps.
You said he died to a shot to his skull, yes?
With my own gun.
That might have saved us. Maybe not all of it was in there.
Maybe he only got a little bit of blood of his blood on this. Fraction, a portion of his soul. If that's the case, it's no problem. But if Rat is trying to get to Clay,
This could work out very well for us.
how so? We use Powell as bait?
Brad doesn't need the sword anymore. He's after this. Or what's in it.
Rat didn't even know about that.
But this is what concealed him. So if he's coming after this anyway,
Seal Rat inside.
I say we give it to him. But not in the way he wants us to.
Do tell.
Well, you basically said pretty well yourself. Rat wants Clay. I don't know how much of Clay is in here. I don't think Rat does either. And he needs Clay.
To get his physical body back.
Probably. That seems to be his goal. So,
What other goal does he have? His physical, Powell, everyone that could assist him is dead.
unfortunately for him, Powell is now in the same thing that we can use to trap him. We needed this.
He'll get Powell.
We'll get him forever. We'll have him around our neck.
Brilliant. You are brilliant, Ryan. Perhaps that training did help you out. That poor rat bastard will never know what hit him. Or maybe he will. He just won't be expecting it in the same way. Now, what do you say we get out of this little cursed plot of land, shall we?
We have a plan. Let's get back to base.
Act on it, plan it, and then fall out.
Get this thing done.
It's really alright. That's one of Powell's old sleeping bags.
As for you, you are staying somewhere more secure. Don't need Rat getting his hands on you too early, Powell.
And once we're done with that, what do you say we destroy it the old-fashioned way? Release their souls for good. Or should we? If we release their souls, wouldn't that mean that Rat is back?
It could.
We'll have to do more research on that. In the meantime, let's get back to base.
Indeed.
All these guns and weapons are safely secured. We don't want any civvies fucking with us. Although, keep something at hand, you know? Maybe one of your revolvers or knives. Quick to reach. Just in case. Yeah. coming along good over there?
Yeah. Almost got it.
Epic.
Alright.
So, you think it'll follow us to the base?
I hope not. Seems to have a tie to this area.
Let's hope so. Let's hope it's too afraid to then push any farther.
For now, at least.
Indeed. Let's get going.
Indeed.
Take a breath, hold it in, start a fight. You won't win had enough. Let's begin, never mind. I don't care, all in all, you're no good. You don't cry like you should. Let her go if you could. When love dies.
Well, hunters. This could work for me very well. I must inform Rat. He'll be dying to know.
Because you're so unkind, I will always be here for the rest of my life. Here we go, does it hurt?